Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bastion YGO here, and today we're doing a Monday market watch. Also, happy Monday, of course. So today, guys, I want to go ahead and take a look at some of the cards that I think are going to be spiking just entirely due to not only the new format, but also because of the YCS that just happened yesterday, where we saw branded Despia. We also saw a whole bunch of Cartesia, a whole bunch of Labrynth, a little bit of Sprite sprinkled in there. We saw Jesse Cotton playing ninjas. That was weird. Didn't see that one coming. I don't think anyone did. We saw, again, Sword Soul as well. So just a lot of this nucleus of best decks that is currently going on right now. And all I want to say is that it's pretty much going to make the prices of pretty much everything that we saw just go shoot up. So we're going to take a look at some of the key cards from this past weekend to go ahead and see how the market is being affected already. So first we're going to start off with the Labrynth archetype. So Labrynth is a trap-based archetype, right? They pretty much revolve around Adrianna, the Labrynth Servant, and this is very quickly, as you can see, risen in popularity as one of the best cards you can have to need. So in December of last year, it was at $27, clocked at $27. It has recently spiked to $50. So you see all the previous sales, it is selling for $50 a copy, and this is not a collector rare. This is the basic ultra rare as well. So it is easily becoming a very high price point card for the archetype. Probably one of the most essential cards you're gonna need as well. There's one selling right here for 40. I would definitely go ahead and scoop that up if you're planning on playing the Labrynth strategy, but only 7 listings. I mean, Labrynth has just been going up in price for the past month or so, but it's getting absolutely ridiculous. We need either a reprint or something for this deck, because I mean, the set is so new as well in Tactical Masters. I believe it came out, it was towards the middle to end of last year, if I'm not mistaken. How long have Runics been around? So I think it probably was September last year, August last year, so it's still a relatively new set, so I think it's going to be a while before we get reprints for this. So this is definitely going to be climbing up in price, guys. If you guys have any type of Labrynth support whatsoever, I would highly recommend you go ahead and move this as well. And I also want to go ahead and look it up while we're here on the topic anyway for Labrynth. I want to go ahead and check out also the Welcome Labrynth right now. Only 21 listings at the moment. Again, selling for $50 a pop, more or less, for each and every single copy. For the first verified play to win games, gonna be $50. So it's already $300 on only 6 cards you're gonna be spending for the deck. I mean, not gonna lie, Yu-Gi-Oh is getting pretty pricey to play some of the most competitive best decks out there. Cartesia is pretty much the same. You're gonna have to pay around $150 for a playset of, $180 for a playset of the Fenrirs, and $120 more or less for a playset of the Field Spell. So already $300 on 6 cards as well. It's following a similar trend, which is kind of scary because I don't think anyone really believes that Labrynth is on the same level or tier, I should say, as Cartesia, but it has proven to be itself a very viable deck nonetheless. Second thing I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about is the Ninja archetype. So of course, as I mentioned earlier, we saw Jesse Cotton on stream playing ninjas. I was not watching the stream when this happened. I was at my locals. I was having a friendly duel, and one of the guys who worked at the store came up to us and says, "Jesse Cotton's playing ninjas." So I was like, what's going on? So I had to turn on the stream right then and there, and I said, there's no way this man's playing ninjas. So of course, everything ninja related is going up again. So Mitsu the ninja, the insect ninja, is now officially a $7 to $8 card for each copy. Only 65 listings on there, which it may not seem like it's too low, but 62 right then and there. It just refreshes after like 5 minutes of me go ahead and doing this, guys. Selling for like $8 a pop right now for your Mitsus. You're gonna need 3 of these. I do believe it's probably gonna be the most expensive card in the entire deck, so you're not gonna be breaking the bank unless you want to max it out with, of course, with ulti Hanzos, things like that. Then of course you may still see a bit of a pretty penny in order to get this done, but realistically you should still be able to max out the entire deck for like under less than 300, maybe $400 to max out a ninja deck if you're really into ninjas. But you really have to be super gung-ho Naruto for that, in my personal opinion. Now we did check out the Ninja Grandmaster Saizo in the last the last what is this called again? Last market last market watch that I did. I know you can tell I'm new to this, right? So last time we checked out the secret rare for the Hanzo, which is still, I mean, going up in price, selling for 20 bucks each, which is actually ridiculous. It's selling for 20, but people here are putting it up for 15. So it's really up to you guys to decide what really is the price. I mean, it really just skyrockets out there. For 20 seems to be the standard right now. Only 11 listings sitting at it as low as 15. If you guys are looking to play it, I would definitely pick up the $15 copies before they sell. But by the time you guys see this Monday morning, I'm recording this as of almost 11 p.m. at night on a Sunday. So if you guys see this next day, I think you might as well be better off pulling the Ninja Grandmaster Saizos out of the OTS pack. It sucks because I did pull this out of my OTS pack today, and if I knew it was, I should have known it was going, it was $2 to $3 card, but now we know for sure. So this used to be like a few cents. I think last time I did market watch on this card, which is like 2 weeks ago if I'm not mistaken, and now it's skyrocketed to $2.50, $3 minimum per copy. So that's really crazy to see that spike in these card prices, guys. I'm telling you guys, if you guys have any Ninja Grandmaster Saizos, make sure you hold on to them, or move them, I should say. Make sure you find them to move them ASAP, because I really do not see ninjas being as big a threat. I think it's just a lot of hype going behind the fact that Jesse Cotton is playing it. Do I believe that he believes is the best deck? I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's some type of gimmick to go ahead and get his card prices up, but I mean, realistically, who am I to judge? I'm sure he can slap me up playing Dust Dons, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now, but I don't know if ninjas are going to be nearly as viable as they are currently made out to be. Currently, I do believe it's just hype, so if you have them, I would highly recommend go ahead and moving off them right off the bat. Next card we're going to be taking on is going to be Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. So Draco Berserker is an interesting card only because it's really just spiking because of Sword Soul success, and we saw Sword Soul in the top cut of this most recent YCS. Of course, it was already going up just because Sword Soul is already seen as one of the best decks in this upcoming format, being able to counter, and not only counter, but being extremely viable against Kashtira, Sprite, Labrynth, pretty much what are considered brand Despia were considered to be the best decks of the format. If you guys really want to see the top 5, top 10 best decks of the format, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. I might do it anyway. Realistically, it might be interesting to go ahead and do that discussion. So the less expensive of the two, the ultra rare copy, is going for at least $18 right now, with only 8 listings. If I saw that correctly, yeah, 8 listings as well. My apologies. It looks like the Prismatic Seeker is going to be the most cost effective, sitting at 14 for this one, but really the rest are going for 16 and up. So at least 16 bucks for your Draco Berserkers as well. Again, it's been starting to level out because it's not a 3 of, nothing like that, but it is something you are going to need in your Sword Soul decks. If you want to go ahead and take a look at Baron as well for the Sword Soul strategy, Baron's an interesting one. There's 58 listings right now. Let me go ahead and refresh that real quick. It was going for a 101, still going for a 101.57. Okay, so it's not really that crazy, but it is selling for around only 70 bucks at the moment. I would say if you guys have Barons right now and you are not looking to play Sword Soul anytime soon, realistically, guys, I mean, it's gonna get a reprint in the next like month or two, or in the next 2 to 3 months. If you're not playing Sword Soul, there's really no reason to keep this card around. I mean, don't get the TCG Player Direct. I mean, personally, it's a $30 difference. Let's be real here. But I mean, they're selling for near mint first editions, 74 bucks, 70 bucks right now, and it's not really like it's rising that fast. Maybe $80 is going to be the most you're going to pay for a retail at the moment. Anything more than that, I would not pick it up. If you are looking to play Sword Soul, like myself, I'm looking to play Sword Soul. I think I picked it up for like 70 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, it's around that price, guys. But Baronne De Fleur, it's going to get a reprint. It already lost a lot of its value. It used to be a $130 card. Let's go ahead and move off it. Personally, I mean, if you bought it and now you're not going to play Sword Soul, let's go ahead and take the L, because realistically, in just maybe 2 months time, whenever that reprint set comes out, it's going to lose all its value. I think it's going to be maybe depending on the pull rates, but I'm estimating it could be between a $20 and $30 card, just for being realistic with you guys. Next, we're going to look at some branded stuff. Branded Fusion out of the Albast Strike structure deck is officially a $2 to $3 card. minimum. That means if you have 3 of them, it is worth as much as the actual structure deck, which is interesting to say the least. But the structure deck actually has a lot of really good value in it as well. So you have, of course, the part of the Extravagance, Dark Rune Remorse as well. Dark Rune Remorse not really seeing as much play, but you do get the entire core. I mean, this is one of those decks that you can pretty much just go ahead and pick up 3 of, and maybe a few extra cards here and there. The only real expensive card I see in this deck is going to be the Cartesia, which we're going to go ahead and check out now, which is now a $50 card. Wow, that has skyrocketed. Let me see, it has 20 listings, only 20 listings since I last screenshotted. Okay, so 22 listings. There's a few more sellers on the market as well, but I can't really blame them. I mean, realistically, the way that I was making my thumbnails for the Las Vegas stream, I feel like I was putting a lot of branded Despia and of course Cartesia everywhere, like basically every round. Cartesia, Labrynth, and branded Despia seem to be the most highly represented, but it's going for a minimum for a verified seller for $49.95, basically 50 bucks if I'm not, I mean, come on. So that's pretty wild to go ahead and think about, considering this card was like 12 bucks just about a month, 2 months ago. 2 months ago it's like 14-15 bucks, so actually super crazy. If you guys picked them up for here for the low, you definitely went ahead and made a huge return on your investment for sure. That's at least a $400 return on your investment, so that's actually super crazy. And the last card I want to go ahead and check out with you guys is the Dragonic Diagram. So it's pretty much going to be because of the ban list that dropped, how long did it drop ago? What day is today? About a week and a half ago, more or less, for Dragonic Diagram. So this card is interesting only because it's 12 listings, 9 listings. It's a very low listings amount overall for sale, and they're actually going for around $10+ where you could easily go ahead and pick any of these cards up for like maybe $2-3 bucks before. But the fact that we actually have the Thosagem back at 3, if you guys don't know what that card is this card right over here, True King Lithosagem. I hope that helps you out a little bit better. I was going to add it to this list as well, but I mean, realistically, it's only like a $2-3 card. But essentially, what this does right over here, if you guys do not know as to why this card is so good, is that it makes True King Dino that much more viable. So, True King Lithosagem, Disaster. He says you gotta pop another card, then 2 cards, including an Earth. These 2, Baby Ceratosaurus, Pteranodon, are both Earths, and when they both get destroyed by a card effect, they get effects. So you activate this to special summon, pop these 2, to special summon 2 more dinosaurs from your deck, and you also get to peek at your opponent's extra deck and just start ripping cards like crazy. So I think it's all hype at the current moment. Who knows? I mean, it could be that Dino is actually the secret sauce. I have not seen anyone play dinosaurs since the ban list came out. Sorry. But honestly, I think the deck has a lot of potential. I think that the fact that it can run these cards makes it that much more of a threat. And honestly, this is a fantastic going second deck, even going up against a deck like Cartesia or Sword Soul, just because it can easily just beat over any card in the game, realistically, with the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. It can also rip cards from the opponent's extra deck. It rips 3 cards from the opponent's extra deck as well, which is actually super crazy with Thosagem. So that's another thing to keep in mind, guys. I mean, the deck has firepower. It's just I feel like it's too streamlined, the combo, and there's not enough room for deviation in case you get stopped or some crazy shenanigans happen. So that is something to keep in mind. But if you guys have any Dragonic Diagrams, especially ones at a maximum prices, I'll probably go ahead and move them now, because the only really thing I could see about that would increase this card's value is if Diagram goes to 3, which I highly doubt that's ever going to happen again. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a very optimistic person, I like to think, right? I feel like I'm a pretty optimistic person, but to think that Diagram is going to come back to 3, it's I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, the card is really good, adds fantastic consistency to a deck that, let's be real here, Konami does not want to come back. If True Draco ever comes back into the format, I don't think Konami is gonna get a break from all the threats they're gonna get delivered straight to their headquarters, wherever that may be, whether it's here in the States or not. So I just want to go ahead and be real with that. I'm sure this is probably the least popular deck by far for anyone to go up against. Someone bought it for $30. that's an interesting financial decision. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is there a card that I missed from this past weekend? Definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and now we'll go ahead and make an immediate market watch to make sure that you guys get the best content out there for you guys. So this being the third one, let me know what you guys think, how you guys like the market watches. Let me know in the comment section down below. You can also let me know by smashing that like button. I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys to go ahead and do that for me as well. But without further ado, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.